Hey guys, and today we are going to be talk. I'm going to be telling you of 5 horror stories that I made up. These aren't particularly scary. It'll be your own opinion if it's scary. So number one, I was out riding on my bike, so my sister. Oh Jesus. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let me continue. I was out on my bike with my sister. We were passing this. We were passing the pub that was about 2 miles away from the big forest. My sister fell down a hill, and I had to come down here and get her. I didn't know how scary this experience was for me because I didn't know what could happen to her. What if she got kidnapped? Or I didn't know. She fell down there. I'd come to pick her up. She had a broken knee. But then we noticed that we couldn't climb back up, and the stairs had been removed to due causes of falling off and falling in the pond. And after that, we started to hear stumbles coming up from there. We heard noises saying, "I will come for you." Me and my sister obviously made a leg for it, and until we finally come to this area where there is no way to go. And that's what he said too. There is no way to go, in a dark pitch voice. And also, what else happened is that he also come over here, and after a while, my sister screamed because someone scratched her on the arm. For a minute there, we thought it was just like a spider, until we heard someone say, "I'm watching you." Me and my sister obviously both freak out, and then leg for it. My sister just got disappeared, and I didn't know where she was until I noticed there was a hut that was only 1 mile away from there. I ran for a legget to save my sister, because if I let anything to happen to her, my parents would kill me and I'd be grounded. And so what happened was, I found her I was in there, and I saw this white person in a black suit who was telling me to stay away, otherwise I'll be next. He had my sister tied up, knife to the throat. It was obviously my freak out. I saw if I had any weapons. I noticed I made a spear while me and my sister were playing some sword games. So what I did is I tried to stab it in him. It stopped his arm throwing. I untangled my sister quickly, and we got away. Wow, that was a quick one. Number 2. I was 12 years old. I was just out wandering out with a few of my friends. We were going out playing Pokemon Go in the woods. And what happened was the scariest thing we'd never expect to happen to this mean Pikachu. So, we were out walking around 5 a.m. in the morning. That's still pretty late still, and then one of my friends asked, shouldn't we go into the woods because there's been a lot of good Pokemons around there recently. So we always told him to follow his lead, but we didn't know what was going to happen. We started to enter the woods, which was a dark place that has not been used for over 50 years. We jumped over the fence and we started walking around. He said there was good Pokemon when I only catch 2 Pidgeys and 1 Rattata. So we kept walking around until we saw this other guy near a lure module. He was standing around there like he was playing Pokemon Go, so we'd obviously want to go to the lure module because it said there was also a Pikachu nearby. And we also went over to the lure module. We asked that guy who was playing Pokemon Go, and he grabbed my best friend to the hoodie. We both tried to pull him off him. He was very strong, and my other friend, Michael, hit him. We finally got to a legget, hid it behind the closest house. He was finding us, and he grabbed one of my friends by the legs, and we couldn't help him, and he got taken away. But we finally just managed to get him while my friend, the amazing Michael, finally clipped something that made him fall over, and then we finally got out in peace. Now, number 3. I was around 3 years old. Me and my mum were out in Blackpool going around walking through the shops, when eventually I noticed that she wasn't beside me. And what happened was, I waited there for hours and hours just expecting her to come back. When I noticed I had been there since 5 o'clock to 7 a.m. Finally, it started to hit midnight after that. The store manager didn't even notice I was in there and locked the doors. I started to walk around the stores to see if there was anything in the store. And I finally noticed that one store was still open. I went to check in there, and what happened was, as soon as I went in, the closed doors immediately began to shut. I tried to get out, but they went down too quickly. And in the background, I saw this guy who was wearing a very black hoodie and had a knife to me. I finally tried to get away, but until finally he grabbed me and put me in a chair and strapped me up. What happened was then he tried to slit my throat when finally someone actually heard me from the opposite side of the building. These 13-year-old dudes, they heard me from the building screaming and muffling. They beg the manager of the store bit to let them in. They finally get let in with the police. And after that, then they came and saved me. He got arrested, and that should treat you why there is a lot of pedophiles out there. Okay, number 4. I was around 15 years old. Me and my mum, I had to go with my mum because we were in a new city, Great Yarmouth, and we were out, we decided to go to Norwich one day. So we went to Norwich. We went to the stadium to watch Norwich versus Newcastle United. Then we come and get some burgers. It was a very good experience until after that the match immediately stopped. I had no idea what was sensing through my mind. Everyone just stopped and started to walk away. I was wondering if the match started to get abandoned or anything, but until I started to notice, they all had their heads down, like their souls were out of them or something. I finally tried to look around at the football players. They were all head to the ground, and the ball was blasting away. I was starting to get weirded out, so I started to go inside of the manager crew until I finally noticed that one of the football players was still somehow moving. Well, the rest of them were just thrown into silence. I come and talked up to him, and until he finally got a gun to my head, and then I had to quickly run. Finally, I knew how to attack, so I punched him and tried to get him away until he shot me in the leg. I tried to get away, but I don't know how he did this. He was like some kind of a hypnotist or something, because he hypnotized the other people to not notice this. He put me under a chair, and he was threatening to shoot me if I made any kinds of screams through this world. I finally just made one quick scream, but he didn't get to shoot me in time until the police or the manager crew started bursting in, and the manager of the crew finally jumped on that man. Phew, it was safe. He had the gun shot right to my head. Number 5. My mum told me the story when I was about a little young baby. One day, my mum was taking me out to the stores, as usual when you're a baby. She had me in the carrier, and she went into Asda or Walmart. What happened was, she got in one of the aisles, and then she just left me there for minutes. I finally she actually come back, which was pretty relief, because then it will be the same story. But when she got to the till, there was no one there. We were there for hours, just looking around. The doors were all shut. It was all pitch black. There was nothing else to see. Until finally, in the background, there was something freaky, something that no one's seen before. And it was a clown. A clown dressed up just like Ronald McDonald, but mixed up with those circus clowns. What he come and did is he come and pounced on us, practically shooting my mum in the leg and beggingly running me away into his courtroom. I know how this is because I tried in that time, so I tried to make friendly with the clown. But it wasn't really friendly at all, throwing balls at me stuff like that. But I couldn't freak out or anything. So what happened was, after that, I then tried to scream and muffle for help, because after that he had to go to the facilities. So after that, then I tried to muffle and scream, but my mum finally managed to crawl. What a crawling genius! And she finally got in and got the guy by the leg, grabbed his gun, shot him in the head. The police were informed. Everyone was there. It was on the news, everything. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy my 5 horror stories. Callum Graham out.